In January, it broke the story of a corrections officer in an Arizona prison smuggling drugs inside. Today, we're taking a look at his disciplinary history, and it's lengthy.
Berman Comon had been with the Department of Corrections since at least 2013, eventually promoted to a Corrections Officer III at Lewis Prison in Buckeye.
Correctional Officer III is more like a counselor. They're not just an officer walking the beat, if you will.
That meant Comon had his own office and greater access to inmates. But in January, that access ended.
Accused of supplying drugs to inmates for months. ABC 15's Fort Hatchett breaking this exclusive story for us tonight.
Comon was arrested. Investigators say he was paid $5,000 a trip to bring fentanyl and heroin into the prison. Total value of the drugs seized, at least $83,000.
Unfortunately, sometimes it is officers who have gone bad. They are the most trusted people who walk through those gates, and sometimes they absolutely misuse that trust.
Now, public records obtained by ABC 15 show this wasn't his first red flag. In 2020, Comon was suspended 2 days for watching a movie while on the job. In 2017, Comon was charged with neglect of duty and suspended for 2 weeks after an inmate died while Comon failed to complete the necessary security checks or, quote, observed that an assault was being carried out against the inmate. Additionally, he received 5 letters of reprimand over the years, including for inappropriate comments to a superior, telling her, quote, hey, if you weren't married, you and I would be together. And then, in 2024, investigators say he brought drugs into prison for months to sell to inmates.
They may be successful a few times, but eventually they're going to get caught because there is a rigorous inspection eventually of things and people that come in to the facility.
ADCRR told ABC 15 Comon's arrest is a sign of the system working, saying in part, quote, despite his 11 years of service, Comon was not exempt from the expectation to act lawfully and ethically. His actions fell short of the department's values, and as a result, he is no longer employed by ADCRR as of January 3, 2025. And an initial trial date in this case is slated for next week. Fort Hatchett, ABC 15, Arizona.